on, everyone? This is the Popcorn Hero Show. I am Armando. With me, as always, is Pedro.
Hello, hello.
What's going on, Pedro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing great. So, this past Sunday was the Oscars.
Yep.
You know, last year we went all out for the Oscars. We did the nominations.
I know we went a little crazy.
And then we did the predictions, and then we did the after the Oscar wins.
Yeah. We did a nice little trilogy of episodes.
We did. So this year we decided to condense it all into one little podcast.
I don't know if it'll be little. We'll see when we're done.
It's not gonna be little. But we decided to condense all into one. So without further ado, we're going to do a point system to see who won in their predictions. So we're gonna start off by telling you the nominees, and then who me and Pedro thought was gonna win, and then who actually won.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll tally off, and we'll see who between me and Pedro who is the decided winner.
Let the best man win.
Let the best man win, indeed. All right, Pedro. Let's start it off with best sound mixing.
Sound mixing. So our nominees were Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, Roma, and A Star Is Born.
So sound mixing, is that the way to combine sound or not really, but just like the atmosphere sounds of the movie?
Yeah. So sound mixing is when they combine multiple sounds
to create an overall.
Right.
All right. So my prediction was that A Star Is Born was going to win that. Who do you think was going to win that?
But Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes, sir.
And who actually won?
Motherfucking Bohemian Rhapsody, baby.
It's funny how we both went after the music movies.
Yeah. So that's a point for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I just figured.
Well, I mean, they did a lot of mixing with the lead singer's voice and stuff,
and that too. But I was also thinking, like, literally in the movie, they were doing a lot of mixing and editing and all that stuff because it showed them recording,
and it kind of showed you through the sound what they were doing also. So,
yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. I definitely got that shit wrong. I thought Star Wars Born was gonna win just because they created a bunch of live events. And a lot of, in the movie itself, there's a lot of live stuff going on and recording stuff going on. So I just thought that would have, played into, the whole ordeal.
Yeah.
But I guess I was wrong, man.
Dead wrong. Okay.
Next up, best sound editing.
Sound editing. We have Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, A Quiet Place, and Roma.
So for this one, I chose A Quiet Place.
Nice. That's actually not a bad choice.
What did you do?
I put Bohemian Rhapsody because I figured Bohemian was going to win one or the other.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a lot of fucking sound and music going on
like
in the movies.
50-50 chance.
Yeah, I was like, if it's not one or both, whatever, if it's not both, it's got to be one of them. So I went with Bohemian.
And who won?
The winner was Bohemian. So there's that. So that's 2 for me, bruv.
Shit. I thought they were gonna show some love to A Quiet Place, because I think they had a very good use of sound in that movie.
Yeah,
because there's no fucking sound in that movie.
Right.
The point of them having to be quiet and wind rustling and the sound of the creatures,
right? Like actually enhancing enhancing the sounds and stuff like that when it needed to be.
And and especially when they went into like the deaf character, when you went into her perspective and point of view, it essentially was extremely quiet. And how they edited all those scenes between no sound and sound, no sound and sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes when it just went straight no sound.
Yeah.
For a couple of beats there, and I thought that shit was gonna win. I thought that was a great use of sound or / no sound.
Yeah,
but I guess that didn't win.
Not bad, but
everybody was on Bohemian's penis. That's what it was.
All right.
Next up, best costume design.
Costume design, pretty explanatory.
Yeah,
the designs of the costume.
Obviously. Yeah.
All right, so we got The Ballad of Buster Scruggs,
which is a Western.
Yep. Black Panther, The Favorite, Mary Poppins Returns, and Mary Queen of Scots. What did you choose?
I chose The Favorite.
Not bad. I actually saw that one last night. Very nice. But I chose Black Panther because I remember actually looking at the Art of book where they actually broke down, how they got the costume design ideas from each tribe in the different countries and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like, man, there's so much work put into that. I mean, there's work put into all of them.
Yeah.
But I thought there was so much fucking work put into that one specifically that I was like, that one's got to win it.
Yeah. And who won?
And I was right. Black Panther wins it.
Of course. Yes, you did win again, fucking douche. So right now you're fucking...
I'm at 3-0,
baby.
Yep.
I'm 0 for 3. Fuck. Yeah, the favorite was based on the Queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a period piece.
Yeah, a Victorian era.
A Victorian era, and how all the costumes. Victorian costumes are super elaborate,
extravagant.
So
The
I was
wigs,
like, damn,
the powder.
for sure this one's gonna get it. Because I chose Black Panther for another one. So I was like, they're gonna show some love to somebody else in this category. So
yeah,
I was like, see, in my head, I was always like, they're gonna show love to all these different things. But the Academy didn't do that this year, like they usually do.
I mean, they kind of did in the long run, but
yeah, but they always give the little ones to little movies, or movies that don't really create anything. Whatever. Black Panther it is. Next up, best cinematography.
Cinematography. That's always one of my favorites. Every time I watch movies, I always try to check out the cinematography, the angles and whatnot.
Yeah.
Quite fascinating. So, cinematography, we got Cold War, The Favorite, Never Look Away, Roma, and A Star is Born.
So for this one, I chose Roma.
Yeah. I just thought, man, I fucking love the way...
That movie, the way it was filmed was amazing.
And Alfonso Cuarón...
But who won?
Roma.
Hey, Roma. Yeah, that movie was filmed beautifully, man.
So you got it too, right? Point for you?
I got it right.
Point for moi. Yeah, man. The way that movie was filmed was amazing.
Everything about it, like even just the takes it had, it was so beautiful, crafted. It was like we've talked about that war. I mean, the riot scene when she's getting the crib.
Yeah,
how beautiful that scene was filmed and how tragic everything looked, and the way that there was essentially hardly any cuts on that. It was a lot of long takes cut together.
Yeah, it's kind of like what he did in Children of Men.
Exactly.
And Gravity.
We're both big fans of the one take scenes. But this was a lot of long takes. Yeah,
a lot. And I love it,
and
man.
it was just beautiful the way the whole thing was filmed. There wasn't the scene where the guy is he's showing off his karate skills, and I love how like it close ups on her and then it wides him, closes up on her, wides on him, and then it wides on her, and I'm just like, damn, dude, like all the way the angles, the beach scene was so fucking beautifully crafted, man. I was like, damn, they did such a great work putting this
and
movie
that was
together.
all a single take, so that was pretty cool.
And it was just amazing, man. Like that movie was filmed so great, dude.
Definitely deserved it.
It definitely deserved that win above anything else, for sure.
What we got next?
Next we have best production design.
Production design. For that, we got Black Panther, The Favorite, First Man, Mary Poppins Returns, and Roma.
So for this one, I chose Black Panther.
Good choice. I put Roma.
And
the winner is Black Panther.
Of course.
Good job, sir. That's a point for you.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't choose them for best costume design, because they're definitely gonna win production design.
Nice. I actually thought the flip. So
oh yeah. Production wise, that this movie was very big on that, man. If you think about it, in the sense of just like creating that world.
Yeah.
And making it feel real. Sometimes people do a lot of CG and it doesn't feel real, and this one did definitely.
Yeah,
feel
did a
real.
lot. I'd like to actually look and see how much was actually practical. I would like to see that.
Yeah,
because I'm sure they blended them in very nicely.
Oh, for sure. I feel like a lot of the things they interacted with was practical, and of course, the other stuff was digital.
Probably right.
The expanding the world, I guess you can say. But yeah, I really love how they created that world. And
Yeah, I put Roma because I just remember, like, that buying the crib scene and whatnot, like how big and massive it was, and I thought, man, there was a lot to put into the production, so
yeah,
that's why I got that one.
and how painstakingly everything was. Like they had it had to be perfect, to create that timeline. He was a very anal director doing all that. So
Yeah.
I can see why you would choose that. Next up, best short film animated.
The animated short films. I unfortunately did not see any of them except one. Therefore, that is the one
So
that I voted for.
What are the nominees?
The nominees were Animal Behavior, Bow, Late Afternoon, One Small Step, and Weekends.
I chose Bao.
I chose Bow as well.
And the winner?
Bow was the winner.
Yeah. The animated that short was so cute though.
Yeah.
And it was so weird in a sense. And the juxtaposition they had, it was very unique.
Yeah, it was just a huge metaphor for,
Parents.
parenting, exactly.
letting go and-
exactly.
It was great, dude. I really enjoyed how they did that.
Yeah, I like
It was a really cute short.
I should definitely check out the other ones though.
And it's funny because Bao really took over the consciousness of people, and I think it came out before in Incredibles 2, right?
It was right before it, yes.
Yeah.
It was the animated
And
short.
a lot of people talked about that short. It wasn't one of the typical shorts that they drop and people just talked about
Yeah,
it.
like, oh,
a
it's
lot
cute.
of people talked about Bao.
Right.
Like,
Well, this
it
one was also
everywhere.
set up. This one was set up like beforehand. They were like, "Oh yeah, you guys get ready for this." So everyone was kind of like, "Man, it better be that good," and it was.
Yeah, it lived up to his reputation. Next category, best visual effects.
Best visual effects. So we got Avengers: Infinity War, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, and Solo: A Star Wars Story.
I chose Ready Player One.
And I put Avengers.
And who won?
First Man. We were both wrong. What a twist!
I haven't seen First Man, so I don't know how extensive or elaborate or creative or how well blended this.
I haven't seen the
It all
movie either,
was?
but I've seen scenes. And the reason why I think that this won is because, we always talk about how much we love Avengers effects, and we talk about how much we hate the Avengers effects.
Yeah.
So just because it stood out, that's probably the reason why I didn't go. Same thing with Christopher Robin. And now you put Ready Player One. We said it looks good, but it looks good if you realize that it's a video game.
Yeah.
That's why it looks
That's the whole
good.
point, yeah.
Right, but it didn't look realistic. We knew the difference.
Well, if you remember the stacks, that's all CG.
This is true.
And the stacks look pretty good to me.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't make sense, but it looked good.
Yeah. But
yeah,
I think it had to do with like immersing the visual effects to the point where you didn't even know the difference.
yeah.
And from what I've seen of First Man, you can't really tell what's practical and what isn't.
I'm gonna call it out from right now, dude. I really hope that for next year,
Mm.
Detective Pikachu gets nominated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll have to see. Every time a trailer pops up, it looks better and
It
better.
looks so good.
Yeah.
Dude.
So the first trailer, it could have got better, and then we saw this one, and it looks
it
even
looks
better.
really good, and it looks like it really blends in both of them really, really good. Like it looks seamless, like that world actually exists.
Mhm.
But I wonder if the Academy is willing to give him a nod.
Probably. They can give anything a nod for visual effects.
But you know how the Academy is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're fucking assholes.
Yeah, it's politics.
And it's a video game movie, and I don't think they're gonna take it seriously.
I mean, technically, Ready Player One's an entire video game movie.
but it's based on a book.
This is also true.
But
hey,
let's see what happens, man.
what next?
Next up, best film editing.
For that, we got Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, and Vice.
And for this one, I voted for Vice.
Me too. I just loved a lot of the scenes. Man,
Yeah.
we'll tell them in a minute. But
Well,
we were both wrong. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make sense to me.
Nope.
It doesn't. I don't see anything of that movie that made a clever use of editing.
Nope. And there's one scene a lot of people were showing it.
The Live Aid?
Like a segment. No, they were showing a segment of the movie, and there was like fucking 30 cuts within 5 seconds, and it was that's not good film editing. So it was the scene where he's on the phone with his girlfriend, and then the trucker comes out. And, they kind of like eyeball each other, and the trucker goes into the bathroom, and then it cuts to the show. So it's cutting between the girlfriend, the show, him, the trucker, the bathroom, him, the show, and it's back and forth.
That was not a good one.
And even when I'm watching it, I'm like, this is a little weird how they're fast cutting it all. But actually looking at it again and going, wow, this won best film editing? I mean, get the fuck out of here.
That movie did not deserve that.
Yeah. There were a good chunk of scenes that were edited nicely, but that...
Yeah, like the Live Aid was really cut really well. I think I assume that's the reason why they could have potentially won. But
probably.
Other than that, like, I felt Vice had a more clever use of their editing.
Yeah, the way they edited it when he was like
very
talking,
smart.
like when he's fishing.
Yeah.
Like when he's talking, every time he talks to Bush, he like throws a line.
Yeah.
Cut to him fishing. Like,
like reeling him in, like he's baiting him.
Yeah, I love that.
And that was such a clever use of editing, It's that double story they're trying to tell you within all in one scene, And I'm just like, that's smart shit. Like the way they did their stuff was really, really smart. And that's the reason why I voted for it. Yeah. I mean, what were the other noms for that?
For editing, it was Black Klansman, The Favorite.
Black Klansman, I would agree in a sense because they were flipping back and forth between the phone calls.
Yeah.
And that's very smart way. What was the other one?
The Favorite. The Favorite was cut very strangely, and I liked it.
Okay.
It felt very surreal.
All right.
And Green Book. Yeah.
All right.
Green Book was typical.
So between that, like, I think Vice or The Favorite could have had a better chance on that.
I think so too.
Next up, best makeup and hairstyling.
This is a short one. So we just had Border, Mary Queen of Scots, and Vice.
So for this one, I put Mary Queen of Scots.
You did?
Yeah.
No shit, man. Yeah. I put Vice.
Yeah.
And Vice was the winner. I mean...
Yeah, because they made him look good. They made him look, They
made him look just like him.
Yeah, I fucked up there, dude. I think in this one, I panicked. I'm like, they're going to go for the Victorian one again. The
Victorian. Yeah, you keep having that Victorian thing like in your head where you're like, nah, man, they have to.
Yeah, I completely fucked up there, man. My mind just went into tunnel vision.
He looked too damn good. I mean, he already gained the natural weight, but what they added to it, man, is so good.
That guy's a fucking beast, man.
Yep.
He's insane.
Every time I see a photo of him morphing for roles, it's insane.
Yeah. All right, I definitely get that. All right, next up is best short film live action.
All right, best live action short. We have Detainment, Valve, Marguerite, Mother, and Skin.
This one I completely guessed it. I put Mother.
I completely guessed. I hadn't seen any of them. I put Valve.
Who won?
We're both wrong. It was Skin. And all those look great. I should watch them sometime.
Yeah.
But I totally just fucking did a shot in the dark.
All right. So this category and the animation one, I find it like, how do you find these movies? Like, I remember one year I tried to do it and I couldn't find all of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of them are given to the Academy, by disc, so that they can actually go in.
But are they anywhere? Are they all online? Like,
some of them are online. Some of them, I remember either the last year or the year before, a few of them were actually on Netflix.
Really?
And Hulu.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, man, I have no idea. If I knew, I probably would have watched them because I mean they're short. I figured.
They're like at most 10 minutes.
Maybe we'll pay more attention next year.
Next year, kids, we'll try to be more on top of this.
But we said that last year, and this year we didn't do that much better. So
I think we did better than last year, though. I think we saw more shit this year than we did.
I actually saw all the Best Picture nominees, so that there's something.
We saw more. Next up, best documentary short.
All right, for that we got Black Sheep, Endgame, Lifeboat, A Night at the Garden, period, end of sentence.
For this one, I chose period, end of sentence.
And I chose Endgame. And you are correct, sir. The winner was period. How the fuck did you guess that one?
I read the synopsis of all of them. And I was like, you know what? This one sounds like a good one.
Nice.
Yeah, I again haven't seen any of it. But period, end of sentence does look really fucking good.
I should have read the synopsis. I literally just looked at, because I got the ballot. I looked at it, I'm like, fuck, I didn't see any of these. And I'm going to turn this in right now. And I was like, well, Endgame. And I'm like Avengers. Bam. I was way off.
Yeah, is I read the synopsis and that one stood out the most. It was just a very interesting tale, and I'm like, damn, if any of this, I would want to watch this one the most. And I was just like, so that's why I chose that one. No, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing out there. Next up, best documentary feature.
For that, we have Free Solo, Hale County this morning, this evening, Minding the Gap, Of Fathers and Sons, and RBG. What do you got for that?
First off, let's fucking say that Where's My Neighbor?
Oh, yes.
Snubbed.
Yes. Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Won't You Be My Neighbor? Snubbed from this category.
Agreed 110%. Completely snubbed.
That's insane.
And they did a montage in the beginning of the show where they showed all the movies of the year, and they even had Mr. Rogers narrating it in the back.
That's insane.
From the documentary, and I was like, you're gonna reference the documentary and not nominate it?
And how are you not gonna nominate a Mr. Rogers movie? Did they think it was gonna be a sweep if they nominated him or something, dude?
Man,
I don't know. The fuck, that's crazy. Anyway, I chose RBG.
I chose Minding the Gap. We were both wrong. It was Free Solo.
I've heard a lot of good shit about Free Solo. I haven't seen it yet.
So have I. I have not seen it either. I didn't see any of these, to be honest. I only picked Minding the Gap because I was flipping through Hulu and I saw it there. And it said nominated. And I was like, wow, I should watch this. And then the Oscars were starting in like 5 minutes. And I went, I'm not going to watch this.
Yeah.
So that was that.
RBG is about the justice. What's her name?
Ruth something
her name.
Ginsburg.
Yeah, she was one of the very first I think female justices or something like that. I don't remember right now at this moment. But yeah, so
I mean, that was a
assumed,
good guess. There was a lot of love. I had heard a lot of love about that one. So
yeah, and that's why I assumed that was gonna win. So it's Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
There you go. I knew the last name, Ginsburg.
Yeah. She did it explored her early legal battles that changed the world of women. So I assumed, they were gonna follow within that same vein. But that did not happen.
Did not.
It did not. All right, next up. Best original score.
Best original score. My favorite. I love listening to movie scores. That's how I concentrate and shit when I'm working. I just like instrumental shit. So, for this, we got Black Panther, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, Isle of Dogs, Mary Poppins Returns.
All right, so for here, I voted for Black Panther.
I put Black Panther as well. And
who was the winner?
We're both correct.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Black Panther.
Yeah, I think the Black Panther theme song stands out to me so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that one.
You go,
And-
yeah, it's so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
And it mixes perfectly. The African themes of the movie.
Yep.
And modern themes of the movie also.
Killmonger's theme had the modern vibe to it with a little bit of the African. It was
with
perfect
a bass, with a drop.
Yeah, man.
The heartbeat.
It's just every time, their theme songs also felt like who they were. So and amongst other things, it was just a lot of the tracks just were really good.
Yeah. That
I know Michael kill me for this, but the actual soundtrack, like the one with the various artists and shit, I couldn't stand that shit. But the fucking score, man, I loved the score. And it's the same dude that always works with this director.
Gathers Cambino. He musically.
No. I'm talking about in the score. In the score, he worked on
the
Creed.
director.
Yes.
Yeah.
He worked on Creed. He worked on Fruitvale.
Fucking name. It's gonna bother me now. Ryan Coogler.
There you go. He's always working with Coogler.
Always. Yeah, it's a fucking great score, man. I loved it. And you know why that score fascinates me so much too? Because even in Avengers, when they all start coming out, that's the fucking theme that plays when Captain America is going into Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
You know, saying like, "Oh shit, what we're gonna see now is Black Panther."
Yeah. The fact that you can actually know who their theme song is, that's awesome. Because they never gave like Iron Man a theme song. They didn't give everyone a theme song.
No, they don't. And that's why I said the only one I recognize is Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the one that stands out the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fucking good one, too. All right, next up. Best foreign language film.
We have Capernaum, from Lebanon, Cold War from Poland, Never Look Away from Germany, Roma from Mexico, and Shoplifters from Japan.
So for this one, I did Roma.
I put the obvious one, Roma, as well, and we are both correct.
Yeah.
It was totes Roma.
That movie, it felt very artsy to me.
It was.
Highly artsy. And the beginning, you're fucking lost, especially if you don't really know exactly what the movie's about. I was completely lost because I didn't know anything about the movie. I just knew Alfonso Cuarón did it. And I was like, shit, I love this guy and I'm going to watch this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on Netflix. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, it took me a few minutes to kind of get into it, but
Like the first 20 minutes, I was so lost, dude. So lost. And then I finally understood what the movie was about and, who the main character was and the direction they were going into. And I started,
yeah, it's essentially the life of being in a middle-class family or being a worker for them and then living in that area.
Yeah.
In that time, in the
time period
early
of Mexico.
70s.
Yeah. Mexico was going through some turmoil. So I in the end, I enjoyed the movie, but I definitely, one, would never watch it again. Two, didn't enjoy it as much as I would have wanted to.
Oh, yeah?
I felt it was just very, very artsy, and I essentially loved only the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
That's when essentially after, I think right after where she goes see the guy in his training.
Yeah.
After that
is when the movie picked up for you?
Yeah, that's when the movie picked up, because before all that, I was just like, damn, this fucking shit is
you were kind of lost at first. Okay.
I was a big lull, and I was like, ah. But that moment, as soon as that guy was like, get the fuck away from me and don't ever see me again, and she starts living her own life, I started picking up to I started enjoying it more. And especially, that's when literally all the whole shit started happening. The whole everybody, she her telling her boss that I'm pregnant, and this thing that has happened to her, that trip she did to the New Year's or whatever finca they did.
Mm-hmm.
That's all this story stuff started happening, and I really enjoyed it more at that point. And of course, this is the climax of it all.
Yep.
It was really good, but it was a great movie in general. But I definitely not watch it again.
I think I would watch it again, but it's not one, maybe one other time, while it's on TV or something. I don't know if I'll watch it from start to finish.
It will never be on TV because it's on Netflix. So you have to press play.
Damn, this is true. All right. I take that back.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't watch this movie again. It's fantastic, but it's just one of those fantastic movies that you say you saw it once.
And you're like,
and that's it.
Yeah. It's not like his other movie that I love so much, Children of Men.
Yeah,
that movie I will watch over and over again. That's one of my top 5 movies of all time. Next up, best original song.
All right. For this one, we got All the Stars from Black Panther, I'll Fight from RBG, The Place Where Lost Things Go from Mary Poppins Returns, Shallow from A Star Is Born, and When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings from The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. That was a mouthful.
Yeah, it was definitely. I went for Shallow.
I went for Shallow too, man. There was just so much hype for that.
Yeah, and who won?
And it was motherfucking Shallow. So, yeah.
That song is so good, though.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, no. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. When the song came in, it was actually like pretty intense. It was a good part of the movie.
And that part where she gets loud, I don't remember how that part goes, but the fucking song, when her voice is so good, and it's crazy to me that I never knew Lady Gaga had a good voice until I saw her in a concert where she was playing with somebody and it was like a piano and she was singing. I'm like, what the fuck? She has a good voice.
Yeah.
Because you never know that from her music. Her music doesn't really portray her song, her vocals. You know what I'm saying? It's so poppy and mixed that
maybe you're judging it by her hits, but I'm sure if you grabbed an album, I'm pretty sure there's got to be a song in there somewhere.
Probably. But
because you're probably thinking of the poppy ones, her older ones that are really poppy.
Yeah, her hits. I've never really listened to any of her albums.
I could be totally wrong. I've honestly haven't listened to her.
I don't know her stuff, but she does have a fucking great voice.
Yes, she does.
And when that song picks up and it gets loud, dude, and she fucking does it, oh man, she's fucking killing it, dude.
Yep.
So this, and he did a great job. You know, who'd have thought Bradley Cooper could have sang? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. And not even just sing, but could actually keep up with her, you know?
yeah, exactly. And the good thing is that song, when they did it, they filmed it live too. It wasn't like it was pre-recorded or anything. Now they literally sang that shit live, and that's how they did that scene. So which was fucking amazing.
Talking about in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I mean, they did it in the Oscars again, too, and that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So
they did that all that fucking live, which is great. Next up, best adapted screenplay.
all right. For that, we got The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Klansman, Can You Ever Forgive Me, If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born.
So for this one, I did If Beale Street Could Talk.
I also did it, and we were wrong. It was actually Black Klansman,
All right, so
which was Spike Lee's first ever Oscar.
damn,
Fucking crazy.
that's crazy.
But I put If Beale Street Could Talk because Orlando wouldn't shut the fuck up about this movie, and I thought, man, he really loves this. It's gotta be fucking good.
And I want to watch it too.
I still want to watch it.
But I like the director. That director is the one who won for Moonlight, you know, a few years ago. So I'm just like, damn, you know, this movie could be, like it should win something. It's, you know,
Yeah, it wasn't nominated for much, so
it wasn't nominated for much. So I'm like, you know what, they're gonna definitely win it.
I was thinking the same.
Because I don't think Black Klansman, as good as it was, I don't think it was as good as If Beale Street Could Talk, the way Orlando talked about it.
Okay, there
and
you
I
go.
don't think Orlando even praised it higher than Black Klansman.
He didn't.
He for him, if Beale Street was fucking everything for him, you know.
Orlando, you failed us on this one.
Yeah, he did. But you know, I don't think he's wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure if I watch If Beale Street Could Talk, I will tell you the same thing, that this show is better than Black Klansman. Whatever.
I'll watch and we'll see.
Next up, best original screenplay.
All right, for that one, we got The Favorite, First Reformed, Green Book, Roma, and Vice.
All right, for here, I did The Favorite.
I put Roma.
Roma. And who won?
Okay, the winner for that one was Green Book.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Green Book.
that was surprising. I saw how many nominations Roma had, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to put Roma on as many as I can because I actually thought it was very well made. So, but looking back, so I saw The Favorite yesterday, and you know what? I probably would have gave it to The Favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the banter and the dialogue in that movie. Man, it was so fucking good.
It seems very witty. And
It's very witty, disturbing. It's so much crafted into one. I honestly would have put that instead if I had seen it before.
yeah.
I still would have been wrong, but I feel it deserves it. And I saw Green Book, and Green Book was very cliche, very buddy feel-good movie. Been there, done that, seen it before. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles type vibe and stuff like that. So I don't see how it won. I could see how it got nominated, but I don't see how it could win against more
More smarter writing.
yeah, I wouldn't even say smarter writing is the right word, but something a little more different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that was a surprise.
for sure. But yep, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yes, it does.
Next up, best animated feature.
We were really excited for this one, man.
Hell yeah.
We were all hoping
Yeah.
and praying.
Praying.
So, for at best animated feature, we got Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. What did you say, sir? I already know what you said. But what?
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I also said Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and the winner is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
that
man.
movie fucking deserved that shit, dude.
Yeah, this is a big win, man.
And if they didn't win, I would have fucking righted it so hard.
Yeah, it's crazy because, I mean, fucking Pixar always knocks this out the park.
Yeah, but you know what? Pixar's two movies were weaker than Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse.
Yes, although Incredibles 2 was weaker by a little bit. It wasn't that much weaker.
Yeah, by a little, but it still was weaker.
Yes.
I felt the writing in Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse was so fucking relatable to anybody. You know what I'm saying? The character was so grounded in a sense that like you could see that happening. Everything about the movie was great. The acting, the voice acting was on point. The music fucking was so perfect to the movie. It added character to the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? And it was just a fucking perfect comic book movie in general too.
It was.
And it was feel good. I remember my sister didn't want to watch this movie. And she was telling me to go take my nephew, and I'm just like, no, dude, go fucking watch it. This movie is amazing. It took her about a month to do it. When she did it, she's like, oh my God, it's so good. I'm glad I saw it. Exactly. I'm like, yeah, dude, because my fucking movie's so good, dude. It's like it's fucking perfect, you know? And the other ones there's certain issues that I have with all of them, except Mira, you said? I don't know what that is.
Mira, you didn't see that one. I did, and it was good, but I would say it was probably the weakest out of the group. But yeah, man. Spider-Man, I was rooting for that one. I was rooting for that one more of like the principle that it wins too, because I mean, I just thought it was so stylish. That's the main reason why I wanted to win more, aside from it being, a slightly better movie. But it was just so fucking stylish. It took chances. It was completely different. And I like that. I like that. Incredibles obviously was amazing.
It was great.
But been there, done that.
Yeah. Wreck-It Ralph was weaker than I thought it would have been.
Right. I agree with you there. It was slightly weaker than I would have liked, but it was still solid.
And Isle of Dogs was such a great movie.
Fucking love Isle of Dogs.
I don't think it was better than Spider-Man.
No, it wasn't. I fucking love Isle of Dogs,
Yeah,
and I don't think it's
so
better
good.
than Spider-Man.
Isle of Dogs was very witty also. It was the banter they had, it was really good, but I don't think it was better than Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man overall as an entire movie was more inviting than any of the other ones.
Agreed.
All right, next up, we have... Now we get into the good stuff.
Oh, we getting into the nitty gritty?
Yes, we do. Next up is Best Supporting Actor.
All right, we got Mahershala Ali for Green Book, Adam Driver for Black Klansman, Sam Elliott for A Star Is Born, Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me, and Sam Rockwell for Vice.
So for this one, I did Richard E. Grant.
Damn, you betrayed your boy Mahershala?
Yeah, unfortunately, I did.
So I put Mahershala Ali.
Because I assumed that who won?
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali, my dog.
Yeah.
Not this time. The reason why I chose Richard E. Grant is because I heard he never won it before.
Right.
And Mahershala Ali has won it like 2 years ago.
Yep.
The same category, essentially.
Yep, for Moonlight.
For Moonlight. And I was like, he's not going to fucking win it again. Nah. And I was like, they're going to give it to Richard E. Grant. Buzzing around that movie was he did a really good job. Because this movie doesn't really have anything else nominated for it, I think, right? So I assumed that they were going to give it to somebody representing that movie.
Yeah.
And I did Richard E. Grant. And clearly I was wrong.
So me for this category, I was like, it's either Mahershala or Sam Rockwell. Because I fucking love Sam Rockwell as Bush. I thought he was amazing.
But I don't think he would have been better than Mahershala.
No.
I don't think he was better than Richard E. Grant, I guess you can say. I don't think he was better than who else was nominated?
Adam Driver and Sam Elliott. He was better than Adam Driver.
He was better than Adam Driver, but I don't think he was better than Sam Elliott either. The thing is that like as cool as he was within in that movie, I don't think he would have won above all these other people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't choose him. He wasn't bad. I don't think he killed it though. I think he killed it more in other movies than he did in this one.
Right.
But of course, he was playing somebody.
This part was more reserved, but the parts where he came out, I think he was shining.
Yeah, he did a good job. Not denying that. I don't think he was better than the other ones.
Right. Yeah. Either way, Mahershala Ali, one I gave it to. That's the one who won.
Well deserved because that guy is so good, man.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing actor, man. Next up, Best Supporting Actress.
All right. For that, we have Amy Adams for Vice. Marina de Tavira for Roma, Regina King, If Beale Street Could Talk, Emma Stone, The Favorite, and Rachel Weisz, The Favorite.
Yeah, 2 people for The Favorite. That's crazy.
Yeah. Which is interesting because in The Favorite, I thought they were more of the main characters, but I guess you can't have 2 mains, so you went with both supporting. So.
Well, the main is the queen. So.
Yeah, that's weird. She didn't have as much screen time as the others. So that was a little interesting. But anyways.
For this one, I chose Regina King.
I put Regina King as well.
And who win?
Regina King.
Yeah.
So we both got that one.
She fucking deserved that shit, though.
Yeah. Again, we haven't seen this movie.
We haven't seen it.
Orlando talked this movie up like crazy.
Yeah, and I love Regina King as an actress.
Yep.
she has killed it in almost everything she's ever done. She's done comedy. She's done drama. She's done voice acting for the Boondocks.
And you know what?
She was both the kids in Boondocks. Like, come on, dude.
She was Huey and Riley.
Like, what more you fucking want? She deserved this win.
It's funny. I hear her talk sometimes, normally, like in interviews.
And I don't hear it.
I do. I'm like, those are the fucking kids from Boondocks.
Dude, I don't hear it, dude.
I
I don't hear it at all.
It's funny.
But yeah, she definitely deserved that. Like, she did really well.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I saw The Favorite, man, and these people were really, these ladies were really fucking good. So, yeah.
I think the weakest one out of all this entire category was Amy Adams.
I don't know, man. She's really good. The thing is, her part didn't really call for too much. But we all know Amy Adams fucking kills it in anything she touches, but she just didn't get a lot of material, a lot of stuff to work with in Vice. She was very like backseat, like I wouldn't even say the moral compass, but she was like the hype man for him.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think there was enough there for me to give her that.
Maybe.
Who else was the nod? Who else was?
Marina de Tavira.
And she did good.
Yeah, Roma.
Especially that scene when her husband left and she fucking went crazy.
Yeah.
That was really good scene there for her.
So, there it is.
Yeah. Next up, we have Best Director.
For that, we got Black Klansman. Spike Lee.
Okay, I'll tell you who.
Yeah.
Who directed it, man?
Black Klansman, Spike Lee. Cold War, Powell Pawlikowski. The Favorite, Yorgos Lanthimos. Roma, Alfonso Cuarón. And Vice, Adam McKay. What'd you put for that one?
For this one, I put Adam McKay.
For Vice, I put Alfonso Cuarón. And the winner was Alfonso Cuarón.
I betrayed one of my other homies too, man.
You did, man.
So my thinking was, if they're gonna, Roma's gonna win either foreign and or Best Picture.
Right.
So I'm like, they're not gonna give him the director also. So I'm like, the best next movie out of all those was Vice for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, Adam McKay deserves some love. So I'm like, they're gonna give it to Adam McKay.
Yeah.
That movie was really well done.
I agree. I thought Vice was definitely one of my faves this year for sure. I just loved how, I don't know, just like that dark humor of it and stuff. It was really, really witty the way they did it. And very, very unique the way they explained certain parts to you. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing how well it was done. But, you know, Alfonso Cuarón fucking deserved that regardless.
Yeah.
He is so good, and fuck it, they're like, I have no hate on this one.
I mean, yeah. He's done nothing but amazing shit. So.
Yeah, so he deserved that. Next up, Best Actor.
For that, we got Christian Bale for Vice, Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born, Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, and Viggo Mortensen for Green Book.
For this one, I did Christian Bale. I
also did Christian Bale, and we were both fucking wrong.
Damn.
Man. Can you believe Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody won? I disagree with that one, man.
People loved him so much, dude, but I don't think he was better than Christian Bale.
Or Bradley Cooper.
Or Viggo Mortensen. Would you agree with Viggo Mortensen?
Viggo, he was good, but his character felt so cartoony and cliche-ish that I wouldn't have put him up there for that.
Yeah, Christian Bale, he played that role so good, dude. He did the mannerisms, he had the voice, he put on the fucking weight.
And it was good because it was such a low-key role. He didn't have to overact. It was very subtle.
That's not who that character was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He fucking did it perfect.
It was subtle, vicious. It was
and he had the mannerisms, dude. Yeah. The fucking face he did. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's killing it, man.
Dangerous. Yeah, dude.
He's killing it.
And I thought Bradley Cooper did fucking fantastic. Like,
because he had the range of emotions. You know, he had that. You could tell throughout the entire movie he was suffering.
And
something.
And you could also tell he was either drunk out of his fucking mind or drugged out. Like he was fucked up. And he did a really good fucked up where it didn't feel like overacting.
It didn't feel natural. Cartoonish. Exactly. It felt like somebody who actually be fucked up was fucked up.
Right. It felt natural. That was the main reason why I was like, it's between these two. But I got to go with my boy Christian Bale because
Christian Bale did a good job.
He embodies himself so much into the role that I was like, he deserved this one.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it over Rami Malek for sure. I'm not saying Rami Malek didn't do a good job. but I don't think it was as deserving as this one. I don't know. Would you say that he was more a cartoonish version of?
No. See, my thing is more for the movie rather than his portrayal of it. I just felt the movie played it too safe. So I guess I always kind of had that in the back of my mind and thought the movie could have been more.
There's not enough emotion that he could have done.
I guess, I don't know. I just felt the movie could have been better. I wanted better for that movie. So I guess it's almost like a grudge, I feel, where it's like, damn, Rami could have really fucking like gone like far with this movie if they would have gone a little more intense.
And he's not a bad actor.
A little more real.
And he could pull it off because in Mr. Robot, he fucking did the crazy stuff. Like he could tell the range of emotions, how crazy he was going.
Right, the socially awkward, very monotone.
He's so good. So
he does the acting with the eyes that I always like.
Yeah,
you could tell he's like figuring shit out in his head because his eyes are like fucking going out, like computing.
Yeah,
you know?
He's really good. I just don't think they gave him enough, like you said, in this role, and I don't think he did enough to justify that win. I would have given it definitely to Christian Bale. I thought it was in the bag, just like this next category. Best Actress.
Best Actress. Yalitza Aparicio from Roma. Glenn Close for The Wife. Olivia Colman for The Favorite. Lady Gaga for A Star Is Born. And Melissa McCarthy for Can You Ever Forgive Me?
I did Glenn Close.
I did Glenn Close as well.
And who won?
We were both wrong. It was Olivia Colman for The Favorite.
The reason why I voted for Glenn Close is, again, she has never won it.
And she's been nominated so many times.
And she's been killing it for so many years.
Yep.
And
we thought this was her big break.
And it's not a big break because she's fucking out there, but
this is true.
I thought this was it for her. You know, like, you know, she campaigned a lot for this movie. Everyone was praising her. It was fucking, everyone loved the movie. Mm-hmm. Everyone said she did an amazing job, and the movie itself played to the themes that are the themes that are so popular right now in Hollywood is women overcoming their suppressiveness, the hierarchy of suppressiveness of men, right?
Yeah, the patriarchy.
Yeah, exactly. The patriarchy.
I know you were trying to say. I got you.
I assumed that was gonna be a lot of love of that, and she did a good job. Again, So
again, last night I watched The Favorite, and dude, Olivia Colman did amazing. So I can see why she won. It's unfortunate that she beat Glenn Close, but I can see it now.
Yeah,
because man, her range was really good too. Because she's playing like clueless, dumb, like happy, and then when shit gets real, shit gets fucking real, and you can see why she's the queen, you know. So it was just really good, and she could switch like within a sentence, just kind of losing it or whatever. So I was like, yeah, man, she did amazing.
Damn.
She had a really good range of emotions. So
that's good. I love her speech too.
Yeah, man, she was so freaking embarrassed and happy at the same time, and like sad. It was like a bittersweet thing. She was like, "Oh my god, it's too bad to happen this way, but fuck yeah, I got it. But I'm so sorry."
She was really funny.
She was like, "Glenn Close, no!" Like she even like singled out, like, "Damn, yo, they fucked you over."
Yeah, you should have won this piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, she killed it though. And I love the way that her speech was. It was it was like you said, it was a mixture of emotions. Mm-hmm. It was amazing.
No, I thought she did great. I will say that out of these nominees, I actually don't think that Lady Gaga should have been nominated, honestly. Like maybe for like a Golden Globe thing, but for Oscars, I don't think so. I don't think her performance was that good. It's not bad, but I don't know. I guess I just kind of felt
she did the range of emotions though.
Right, but I remember very specifically like her first scene in the movie where she's like yelling in the bathroom or whatever. I thought, yo, this feels fake as fuck. Like I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, that was her first scene.
Right.
I get you.
But still, they could have fucking redone that scene until she got something. So it was just like, it was little moments.
The rest of the movie, she was good. Especially when she found out that he died and all that shit. Like, she fucking went crazy.
Yeah, I felt
that shit.
I felt they filmed this chronologically. So yes, her early scenes, I would say the whole first half of the movie, there was something a little bit off about it.
She was scared.
Just a little bit fakey about it. And then you could tell she really got into it and she got better. She did get better. But I don't want to see her get better through the movie. I wanted her to already, be good. So that's the only reason why I thought maybe next time she'll do better. But I was kind of like, it's a little overrated. She got nominated for that one.
Okay. All right. Finally, this is it.
The final one. Are we there already? Holy
Yes,
shit.
we are, bro.
Nice.
Yes, we are. Best picture.
Best Picture. For this one, we got Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice.
I voted for Roma.
I put Roma as well. And here it is. We were both extremely wrong. It was motherfucking Green Book, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. Really, really out there.
All right, so I can only speak to a few of the movies here. Roma was really good, which I thought was gonna win.
Right.
It was
because of how artsy it was.
It was
and,
exactly what the Academy wants.
I was just gonna say that you were thinking what the Academy wants, rather than what you really wanted.
I have to remember now that the Academy is different. It's changing.
Out of curiosity, what would you have chosen if it was you? Don't think about the Academy. What did you personally
give me the options again?
Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. I feel like you would have gave it to Vice.
I would have done Vice or The Favorite.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Again, I haven't seen The Favorite, but
you heard
the hype behind that movie.
Yeah.
And I've heard the director talk about it. I'm like, Dan, he did with the pieces I've seen of that movie looks so good. But Vice really, really was good for me. The way it played the line of like quote unquote educational and like the playfulness and the cuts and like that scene where it ends.
Yeah, and I know,
quote unquote,
obviously it's the same people who did The Big Short, but it really
Big Short was really good too.
Yeah, but it really felt like it. Like they felt like a spiritual successor to it. Like they had the same style.
Yeah,
they did,
and it did better with it essentially.
I think so too.
If we're talking about the category, I don't think Black Panther should have been on this category.
I agree. I don't think
that movie was deserving of that nod. See, I'm not saying it's not a bad movie, but it was definitely not a nod movie.
So I know we talked about this before, but I was pretty much saying that this was one of the best movies of the year because of its cultural impact. I see how
you think it got nominated for the cultural
exactly
impact.
The reason why I think it's one of the best ones is because it's very important. It's very important to the people this day and age. Like it shows like this movie's practically a movement in a way. So that's why I feel it got Best Picture.
Yeah.
Oh, the Best Picture nom.
I think the fact that this movie Black Panther got nod, it kind of stole the power from other movies that could have had a nod. I think it snubbed a few good movies out there that people would have wanted it more.
Actually, they could technically do 10 as a max, and they only did 8.
Oh, that's weird.
So, I mean, you're probably still right that they snubbed some, but they did have space for 2 more. It's just that when it's 10, it just feels so packed. So I felt like they've been trying to stay away from that ever since.
Probably. Again, there's other comic book movies I felt more deserving of that. We take it back to The Dark Knight. Should have deserved that nod back then. Logan should have deserved that nod back
in
then.
the day. Absolutely. At least
those were 2 big, powerful, emotional movies that fucking did so much. That for me, it wasn't a comic book movie. It was a movie.
They're right.
Sorry. But yeah, those are my feelings about that Black Panther nod. If anything, I would have preferred Ryan Coogler in the director.
Yeah, man. I would have preferred. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Ryan Coogler deserved that. I don't know if he ever won anything or if he was ever nominated, but he should have been nominated for at least Fruitvale Station. I think
he's been nominated in the past.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, because I don't think he ever won it either.
No. Fact check me for that real quick.
I'm doing it right now. But yeah, I think he would have been better off as a nod, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would have definitely deserved a nod on that one. He created that world essentially, and
so I put Roma same with you because I actually really enjoyed this movie. But again, it's not one of those I would watch again. But I also felt that this was everything the Academy was looking for.
Yeah.
But I honestly would have probably wanted Vice or The Favorite because man, there was just something so unique and dark and like I don't know. It just felt like it was so much in one, and I really really enjoyed The Favorite, man.
Yeah.
You got to definitely watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it for sure. I don't see here that Ryan Coogler was ever nodded.
What? I was wrong.
He's won like other like independent awards and shit like that, but he's never won Um, he's never won. He's never been nominated for the Oscars.
And that is a travesty.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, and he's done really good movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fruitvale Station was really fucking good. And I think he could have had a great chance of winning it at that point, but I don't think he ever got nodded. But yeah, I truly believe that he should have been nodded at least for a director, because I think
You're right.
creating this world, creating everything, bringing in the right people to create this movie,
Mm-hmm.
I think was more powerful in a sense than getting that nod. I don't know. I think it was more deserving for him to.
Having seen Green Book, the fact that Green Book won, I don't know, man. It felt too. I know I was kind of giving Bohemian Rhapsody shit for kind of playing it safe, but Green Book played it really safe.
And I don't think Bohemian Rhapsody should have been nodded either. I don't think Bohemian Rhapsody is as such of a good movie to be in this category.
I agree with that one too.
I will even take it as far. I don't think it's better than Black Panther. If you're telling me between one of these two movies which should be nodded, I would be like, oh, Black Panther. I don't think Bohemian Rhapsody was anywhere near being a Best Picture nomination. Fuck no.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably
like,
right.
Again, like what you're saying, and I've people saying this movie was too fucking cookie cutter. It was by the books, doc, essentially.
And I know mostly it was because the two bandmates, they kind of, so what's it called? They kind of led the creation of this movie, so they wanted it to be more,
to be safe.
Yeah, be safe and be about the music, So they wanted to obviously show how Freddie was, but at the same time not show too much.
Yeah, and I think it robbed it of something.
I feel like if I'm gonna watch a biopic, dude, I want to see that shit.
Yeah,
because that's the point of a biopic. I want to see who they truly were, not kind of go like, oh yeah, but he's fucking genius and crazy. Yeah, I know that, man. But
yeah, I think it robbed it of that emotion, that heart that it could have had. Again, it was too basic for me, and I don't think it deserved to be in that Best Picture category for sure.
So, what I was saying earlier for Green Book, I actually feel like this one played it way too safe, man. It's they ended up turning it into just a nice buddy comedy road trip movie.
Yeah,
which again, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just so used to, let's be real, I'm just so used to Best Picture movies being like grim, real, drama, dark shit. Like they're supposed to make you feel all kinds of shit, And this one, it was just like happy.
Yeah.
For the most part. Sure, there was a sad moment or two, but it was immediately uplifted with something funny. But it just felt weird. It just felt weird. Because it's
it's essentially a feel-good movie.
Yeah, it's a road trip through the deep south, and he has a black dude in his car, and he's also Vigo, he's also like this cartoony like Italian dude, and it didn't feel Oscar related. So,
yeah,
it's a good movie though, but not Best Picture good movie. So yeah, people are saying that this is probably one of the worst Best Pictures actually winning in a long time.
Well, there's a lot of backlash from it.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I could agree with that. Out of all this other shit on the list, honestly, Green Book, aside from Bohemian, is probably those are probably the two worst choices to win it.
Yeah, damn.
And Black Panther too. So those are the three worst choices to win it.
Yeah, I agree. But fuck it, what'd you think about the Oscars? I know you saw it.
Yeah, so I watched
the Oscars.
Yeah, so the reason why this one, I wouldn't even say is unique, because apparently in the 80s it had happened as well, but it was a train wreck when it was not hosted, because they did like dumb musical numbers, they made it cheesy and shit. I saw a few clips and it looked terrible. But this one, I thought it flowed really good. They opened it up with Queen playing.
Yeah, I heard that, like the best opening that could ever happen to an
Oscar.
man,
that was awesome. I was like, holy shit, this is great.
Who sang?
I can't remember his name. Adam Lambert.
Okay.
Double check.
Wait, isn't that guy from?
Yep, American Idol.
Okay.
Yep, he is the lead singer of Queen right now. Yep. So he was there. He did the performance. Like no, but he sounds good. I feel like if you're gonna be a lead singer of Queen this day and age, you're not gonna try and mimic.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, because you just can't do it. No one can do it. So you just gotta fucking just do something different. And then I felt like he did something different. It's nice. And then, after that, it pretty much all the ones that were, since there wasn't a host, the people that were presenting the awards, they each did their own little skit. and most of them were really good. There was a few that were kind of like, that could have been better. But for the most part, they were really good. I just thought it flowed nicely. You didn't have to stop to hear the host do a few zingers at people, and then the people presenting will do their skit and their zingers. It was just too much. So it was better that the presenters did it. Move on.
Yeah, because they'll have their time to shine.
Exactly. So I thought that was a lot better. Next year should do the same. Honestly, don't worry about a host.
And I heard that the ratings were higher than it's been for a few years.
I feel like a lot of that was because of the controversy too. Like, I guess people wanted to see how bad it would be.
Wanted to see if it was a train wreck.
Yeah, I honestly think it was people wanting to see a train wreck. So that's my opinion. But honestly, just keep it without a host. I think it's fine the way it is.
And I think people say it did flow better. There was longer time for clips, longer time for
the in memoriam, the performances,
and the speeches.
Mm-hmm. They still cut off the good chunk of speeches. Like, they would just shut off the mic at one point. I was like, ooh, I'm so sorry. Actually, the ones that won for Into the Spider-Verse, they were in the middle of their speech and the mic cut off. And apparently the people that were sitting in the front said that when the mic cut off, he was thanking like Stan Lee. I was like, fuck, dude. Wow. So no one was able to hear that part. Damn. But yeah. So overall, I thought the show was good. But, you know, a lot of people think it's boring, which is fine. It's just since I'm so into movies, I'm able to, you know, keep my attention in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Could it be more fun? Sure. But yeah. I thought this year was great. I thought this year was better than last year. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. I think that's the overall, you know, consensus of everybody who's seen the Oscars, that this year was way better than the previous years.
Yeah.
And everyone said they just flowed way better.
Mm.
There was no time wasted.
For sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Who do you think was going to win Best Picture this year? What was your choices?
Was it Green Book? Really?
I don't think so. I don't think our audience is smarter than that, Pedro.
Probably.
All 20 of them are smarter than this.
But technically, if you would have picked it, you would have been smarter. So,
yeah. Oh, by the way, we didn't say who won between you and me.
Oh, yes. Wow, the whole reason why we tallied. Yeah, man, I fucking smoked you, dude.
Oh, fuck.
I smoked you by like 4 points.
Shit.
I started off really strong, and then I started fucking up, and you were just consistently there. So
I was consistently fucking up.
Yeah. No, you got a few good ones near the end. So
what was the end score?
You got 10. I got 14.
Damn.
Yeah. Hopefully we do better next year, and hopefully I watch more movies.
Yeah. We need to see them when they're in theaters.
Yeah.
I think that's like the best way to approach it.
But that's hard because while they're in theaters, we don't know which ones are going to be nominated. You just got to fucking start watching shit.
Okay, man. Just watch it.
That's true.
A-list, baby.
A-list, baby.
Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
Hope you enjoyed the podcast, everyone. Let us know what you thought. Follow us on our social media platforms. We're on Instagram and Facebook. You know where we're at. We be posting. We be writing back to comments.
That's right.
Give us some topics. We most appreciated.
For sure.
Let us know what's up. Till next time.
Bye-bye.